What's going on, guys? Algin and I'm back here with some more mounts and accessories for your DJI Osmo Action. And if you guys missed my last video, I basically did a review on the new small rig cage for the Action. But like I mentioned in that video, other companies like Ulanzi as well as PGYTECH have been releasing their accessories and their mounts. And in this video, I'm going to talk about some of the new gear that's been released. And what everyone is trying to do is really make the ultimate vlog setup. So let me talk to you guys about what are some new things that have been coming out from these two companies, as well as I have a bunch of accessories here that they were able to give me to give out to you guys. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the end of the video. Now, quick disclaimer before we get into the video, DJI hasn't released their firmware or their adapter just yet that allows you to use external audio like a microphone, but the accessories as of right now have been released. These are out there. So once their firmware is released, then of course you'll be able to use external microphones. So in this video, I'm not gonna be doing any audio tests. This is really just to show you the products that you'll be able to use, kind of turn your Osmo Action into more of a vlog rig. Now, quick overview of the products that PGYTECH did release. This is their new plastic mount that goes over your Osmo Action that allows you to have cold shoe adapters on the top as well as one on the side. They also have new cords and cables that you're going to be able to use to hook up things like your Osmo Action or your Osmo Pocket to either your phone or your computer. We also have new filters from PGYTECH. Now these are a little bit different because these actually go over your factory lens. We have this new tripod mount, which is also like a selfie stick tripod, which is really cool. Little mini tripod. So it's good for selfies just like that. And then we also have one thing that I'm glad that PGYTECH came out with, and that is their screen protector. And the first product we have is the new mount. So what you're gonna do is just take off the factory mount from here, and then you're gonna slide this into this new one, which has a sliding back door. So a little bit different than the factory one where you normally have to use the top to click it open, click it in. Little latches here on the side so that clicks in nice and secure. But what's nice is that they have these little adapters. It allows you to have a 1/4-20 on the side of your mount. Or if you wanted a 1/4-20 up top, say you wanted to switch it up, and there you go. Now you have a 1/4-20 up top, which is pretty cool. As far as the front goes, you can see that there's a lot of room for the screen as well as the filters. So if you wanted to change out your filter, you're able to do that. And of course, on the top, you have the record button, which is nice and open here. Display button as well as on the sides. You have access to the quick switch and you have access to the side door. Now, the only thing that's different from this mount that I saw with this small rig one is that the bottom is fixed, which means it is all covered up here, and it has, of course, the 2-prong. And then if you wanted to add a light, so right here I have the Lume Cube Air, and all you have to do is have this little cold shoe adapter. Then you can tighten it onto the side of the rig. Vlog setup number 1. This is from PGYTECH. Right now I'm just testing it out with the Rode Wireless Go on top if you wanted to hook this up to the transmitter on yourself or your subject. And then you have here is a Lume Cube Air, so if you wanted to add in a little external light. Now that you have this rig all put together, PGYTECH came out with a new set of filters that I haven't seen before. So these are a little bit different than the ones I talked about in the past where you'd actually have to unscrew the factory filter. So once you get this out of the case, this actually slips right on top of the factory one. There's little ridges on the inside here, little rubber ones to kind of hold it on to the factory lens a little bit stronger. Now, I've talked about this in my previous video. Now, if you were to get this thing wet or anything like that, this one isn't a problem because you still have the factory one on there that is weather sealed. This just goes right on top of that. And from the feel of it, does not feel like it's gonna go anywhere once I lock this in here. I mean, it's not gonna come off. And the lens actually feels really nice because it has these ridges around the edge for you to use and turn it if you want to use that polarizer. These are screen protectors for the front and the back of your Osmo Action, but there's definitely some little micro scratches on there. So I'm glad that they came out with these protectors. I'm gonna try and test these out and see if there's any issue with the touch screen once I put these on. So I'll make sure I follow up with you guys, let you guys know how these work out. But nice to see that they came out with screen protectors for the back as well as the front. And a couple new accessories, and this one's from Ulanzi. Now they actually came to the market a little bit more when the Osmo Pocket came out. I actually have a bunch of accessories for my Osmo Pocket from them that I've been using, and I definitely will try to make another review on those. But they're one of the first ones that came out with like a wide angle lens for the Osmo Pocket, which seemed to work pretty good. Definitely nice in the middle, sharper in the middle, and on the ends a little bit a little bit soft, but at least they were able to pull it off. And I remember I talked about that when I first did my Osmo Pocket review. They have a new one, which is a vlog cage, very similar to the small rig one, but we'll talk about some of the differences between this one and the small rig one. And they also came out with a waterproof light, so very similar to LumeCube. I haven't really tested out the light as far as being all-purpose and waterproof and everything like that, but I haven't really gone through to do a full test on this just yet. So, but cool to see that they are coming out with something like this for the Osmo Action. Now, very similar to the PGYTECH one, it's two pieces, more of a door and a slider to close it up. There's no hinge, there's no clasp or anything like that, like the factory one or like the small rig one. You just slide this on the back. When it comes to the top, you have access, of course, to your quick switch, access to your record button, and here they have a built-in cold shoe. Now, it's a little bit different than the small rig one where you actually have to attach a cold shoe. I like how they built in the cold shoe here, and they also have a built-in one on the side of the cage here, and they also include a couple quarter 20 screws in case you want to screw something in it. Of course, on the side, quick switch, you're able to tap that here and open and close the door to get to your charger as well as your memory card. And just like the PGYTECH one on the very bottom, it is covered up. They have this two-prong mount that you're able to use for your tripods or your selfie sticks. But just like the PGYTECH one, you cannot access the battery when it's in the cage. The small rig one, you can access the battery while it's in the cage. Might not be a big deal for anyone just to remove it and swap it out, but definitely something to be noted that as far as differences go, you have to actually remove the camera out of the cage to change out the battery. And they also came out with a light, which is kind of cool because of course you want to enhance your audio. When you put a microphone up top, you also want to enhance your lighting. Press it and you can change 4 different brightness. I'll make sure I do some comparisons between this one and the LumeCube Air. Very similar as far as weight goes. I'm glad that they upgraded it to USB-C and not using the older USB. But overall, it is really light, and they have a bunch of filters. It comes with a bunch of colored gels that you're able to attach to the front of this light. So in case you wanted to light up your subject, you needed some different color tones in your video, you're able to do that with a bunch of different gels that they include, as well as the cable. And also they include this mount here, which allows you to hook up to a cold shoe, which is just what we have here on the side of the mount. So all you have to do is screw that in. And this is what my setup would be with the Ulanzi cage hooked up with a Rode Micro, as well as the Ulanzi light here on the side. Very similar to the light that I showed you with the LumeCube Air, as well as the other LumeCube. Very similar form factor. But here's another full setup with a different style cage for your Osmo Action. And there it is, guys, a bunch of new options for you to turn your Osmo Action into the ultimate vlog setup. Right here we have the PGYTECH with the Rode Wireless Go up top. We have a LumeCube light here on the side, PGYTECH selfie stick and tripod. And if you guys haven't seen the small rig video, make sure you guys check that one out. This is the small rig cage for the Osmo Action. And here we have the Ulanzi cage with the Rode Video Micro up top and the Ulanzi light. This is the TELLO and tripod. So bunch of options out there for you to create the ultimate vlog setup. And special thanks to PGYTECH and Ulanzi for providing some extra accessories to give out to you guys. I'm going to be giving away 6 different products to 6 different winners. I have the Ulanzi light, the cage, I have the PGYTECH extension pole, filters, camera cage, as well as screen protector. So there's gonna be lots of different accessories to win. And in order to do that, it's pretty simple. Of course, just like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, make sure that bell notification is turned on, make sure you share this video with your friends and family. And of course, in the comments section down below, very important, make sure you guys write which accessory you could benefit the most from. And please just make sure you write one comment that if I see any duplicate comments, then I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss you from the entry. Just make sure you guys write in the comments section down below which accessory you guys could benefit from. I'm gonna be picking out some random comment winners next week, so make sure you guys do enter by then. And if you guys are watching this in the future, just make sure you guys check out the video description. That way you're not trying to re-enter at a later time. I hope you guys got value from this video, and if you guys did, as always, don't forget to hit that like button, and of course, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos. Thanks again for watching. This is Ultra Nastasio, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.